We have been pondering the life and virtues of Venerable Father Augustine John Ukken. Today, on the seventh day, we will see him as a friend of poor and his commitment to the well-being of others. If we spend a day with Venerable Father Ukken, we see him not merely at the pulpit or at the altar. Beside his priestly duties and intense personal prayer and contemplation, we see him haste to reach out to the peripheries, to meet the people there, to listen to them, to understand their various needs, and to provide them as much as he could. He was a service-minded person from his childhood. After his sacerdotal ordination and first Holy Mass on 22nd December 1907, Father Ukken rendered commendable service in the parishes of Kandamshankadavu, Vadanapalli, Vijayapuram, Kottapadi, Arthat, Mattam, Palayur, Chiralayam, Annur, Vellarkad and Chovanur. He was well appreciated not only in efficiency but more for his spiritual life and pastoral commitment. He enlightened them with the Word of God, inspired them to accustom the sacraments, to grow in Sacred Heart and Marian devotions, made facilities for catechetical training, trained church choirs in the parishes, rectified the familial and interfamilial disputes, and above all, he stood as mediator between God and people. His first appointment was an assistant manager of St. Thomas High School, Trichur. It was soon after his sacerdotal ordination in 1907. He continued in that office up to September 1909. In the year 1921, Father Ukken took up the responsibility of manager of St. Thomas College. It is something unusual to a priest to become the Panchayat president. It was because of his administrative power, approachability, efficiency, and impartial manner of dealing with everyone. He was repeatedly appointed or elected as the president of the Chovanur Panchayat in the multi-religious context. This position gave him many opportunities to serve the people. Father Ukken, who was an orphan, had a special concern for the orphans. He started an orphanage in Kottapadi, Trichur, Chiralayam, Chovanur, and some other places. Since there was not enough fund to meet the expense of the inmates, he himself helped them. Father Ukken had a creative concern for the poor. His love of neighbor mainly consisted in self-sacrifice. He gave money to the poor even when he was struggling to make both ends meet. He used to visit houses and help the sick and suffering in whatever way possible. Anyone who approached him with any need never went back with empty hand. Father Ukken helped the poor without considering caste and creed. Some landless people were provided land. For homeless, he constructed houses. People rushed to him when they had problems, and he would always help them. Some volunteers came to help him to care the destitute and nurse the sick. He gave special training and constructed dispensaries. He founded the Congregation of Sisters of Charity and to extend his charity work throughout the world even after his death. The one who was an orphan became father, mother, teacher, advisor, leader, pastor, prophet, protector, and all for all. What makes him so is the love he imbibed from the everlasting supreme dealer on the cross. That love is still flowing from the crucified. Come, let us accustom him and make our life fruitful.